Hey there, friends. Welcome back. Oop, let me turn that down a little bit. Decided to mix it up a little different today. Um, this is a puzzle game called the Talos Principle. I played it a long time ago, back when it first came out. I think I got distracted and never finished it, so I'm going to start over from the beginning. Because it was really great. I really enjoyed it. I just never bothered finishing, never got around to finishing it. So we'll do it this time. Game. All right. All right.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Puzzle time, it's puzzle time. Darn, can't take it through there. Well, I'm glad I calibrated successfully. That looks dangerous. Oop. Hello. That's all closed.
All across this land I have created trials for you to overcome, and within each I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Thanks, God. Okay, that's still closed. That's open. And I can't get till I have some sigils. Let's go in this one first. Okay, so I can't take this through. Jam that to this side. That's jammed. Okay, looks like I got it. Okay, jam you with this. There we go. And take you Okay. Give me that Tetris piece.
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple, but it may serve you in times to come.
Alright. Oh, that's much faster. I like that. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah, that one's closed. Only the two of us. Okay, that's jammed. Okay, I see. We'll get to jamming the gun. Okay.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
Back up and out. Okay, got those. Rest are in here. Okay. All three. I'll start with you. Striding the beaten path. Okay, looks like there's many cameras here. I think we gotta kind of run in and dodge. Ooh, get away. Wait for those guys to come back. Whoa. Crap. Ah, alright. And doing.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
Keep away. Outnumbered. Okay, there's our sigil. There's you, there's a gun. There's gotta be one of these over here somewhere. There you are. Okay, I probably should do that from a distance. Okay, take you out. Turn you back on. Now jam you. Hacha.
Well done. But you possess this sigil in abundance already.
Yeah, just like elves. A switch out of reach. Alright. Okay, we got a gun thing over there. There's the switch. What do we got here? Okay, so this is the jammer. Oh, yeah, turn that off. Okay. Get out of here, and...
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
Okay, so that was 3. Did that open anything else up in here? No. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go from here. Oh, I see. And rotate you. Prominent action. Okay, I've got the computer over there. We'll just start off with a good old hello world. Aw. Nope. Help. List display, build resources, open someone on the way. List. Welcome.eml. Hi again. I'm sorry for the lot of the meeting. I know you were nervous when you were this, so was I. Maybe hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young and you've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm head researcher here, but this is your project, and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure. G. Alright. In the Garden of Hesperides. Disgrace has an ability. It was hard not to follow them further into the strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, conferred the gifts of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. You must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Heracles, bunch of error numbers, gazed upon the stars and wept. Alright. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. Bit here, bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is truth. That doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. And again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in the amazing world of searching for a truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, put some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you got loads of time to figure it out. Alright. Think, helpful computer. Alright. Looks like we got new stuff. Let's go over here. Trio bombastic.
My child, you do not need to collect all sigils at once.
Yeah, I do.
You are free to return to this place whenever you choose.
Yeah, I do. Gotta collect them all. Okay, we'll let you out. Here. Nope. Okay, we'll do this side. Then we'll go up there. Poking a sleeping lion. Okay, that one's already locked. Okay, let's take that one off of there.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Damn Skippy.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Aww. Okay, I can't open that. That one either. I'll have to come back to you guys. That is a lot of gates. Can't open that. Holy cow. Okay. Well, might as well go in order. Came out of one. Head into two.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Well, that's not very nice. Alright, what do we got here? Ian.eml. My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then, I get it. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarapai shows up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded. She says, Enon, Yapnon, Napno. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't want to just call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck, so we're officially called Ian. But if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name. I know, bloody geeks. After the conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. User Alex16 added 4 notes. Novel's first sentence. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery. Though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory, rather, while taking the science-fictional novus at the core of the narrative at face value, we should bear it out. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we're told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us, numbers, social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. When in chapter 16, a second awakening in the kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist's questions for Mentor on the blank. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through sentences of blank. Useful. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, we may be certain of it that he was made of bronze and had but one vein within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man, while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials, according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man also may be seen as a machine? This contradicts all schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Okay, so here. I guess we'll start from this corner. Is there some iron? Nope, just a pillar. Well, what's going on here? Hall of windows. Let's see here. Okay, we'll open you with the one that's stuck. And take you through. I move you. You.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Thanks, God. Back here. What do we got out here? Got another puzzle around here somewhere. What's this? Right, Dad? Considering how many puzzle levels there are in this game, you might as well play Tetris with all the tons of pieces we're grabbing. Random altar. Oh, here's a puzzle. The guards must be crazy. Whoa, hello. Oof. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, we'll let you go past. Come on, go past. Go past. Okay, we got it. Alright, you get jammed. Alright, there's no other things around here. Actually, wait, hold on. I'm gonna jam you from this side, take you past. Oh, not quite. Whoa. Okay, we'll let you get farther away. And get in here. Ta-da! Well, we have A completed, whatever that entails. Okay, so get that done.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
fine fella. Hello. There you go. Oh, never mind. You're going away. Interesting. Okay, sounds like there's another puzzle. And yeah. Suicide mission. Oh, that's always good. Okay, that doesn't turn off, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. That's trapped. Here's our jammer. Oh, I see. Okay, so we turn you on. And then take you out. Ha! Oh yeah, it is a really good looking game, Jazz. Here we go. Alright. That everyone. Let me check on the little thing up here. That's all X. Alright, looks like that's everyone. Well, this one always seems to go on sale at some point, so... That one I can't. That one I can't. What does A let me unlock? Is that this door? Oh, that is this door. Okay, Tetramino action. Ow, wrong way. There we go. Where does this go?
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate shall be forever open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind.
I didn't even do all the levels.
But remember, you must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
But I kind of want to go up the tower. That's mysterious. Hello, computer. Password admin? Nope. God. Press no. There is a VR edition. Yes. Prove I am not a bot. Okay. 2 + 2 = 4. What is your trajectory reaction? What best describes a person? Human being. You walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge with the direction of water, but not sure how far it's next oasis. What do you do? New texts. The Council of Zeus. Bunch of numbers. The great bronze bulls pulls the carriage forward. Mighty bursts of steam issue from their nostrils. Finally, they came to the gates at the top of something. Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods, the demigods, the souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron, and memory of flesh. The clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where a great gleaming city had once. Professor Dr. Armin Hulock, The Fall of the Roman Empire. But interesting that such perspectives the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The real question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored? Would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions for the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day, and it didn't fall in a day either. Good point. Okay, well, we have tons of levels left in here. I'm gonna go back down here. Okay, so we did 1, we did 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello, computer. Part 2. Begin. Yes. All human beings are persons, and some human beings have psychological capacities similar to animals. Animals are therefore persons. I'll probably agree with that. Person is under no authority other than that which they consent. I agree with that. Quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Broadly agree. Value is discovered. Broadly agree. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Yeah, sure. Liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Agree. There's a lot of agreeing. Value is created. Disagree on that one. Hey, Pumpkin, you gonna come sit on my chest? Alright. We'll see if we are a person. Hi, Pumpkin. Get cozy. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature, to suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment, to have all the information about yourself, and to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? How would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves in the shoes of such a being. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project. We got to make sure everyone's on the same page. Please refer to the following people. Okay, I'll read. Straton of Stagira was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school, an admirer of Aristotle, who is a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work, and much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Or Library of Alexandria. Oh, okay, let's go. An escalating problem. Why is there a gate when there's not even a... Oh, that's why. let the little bomb thing get trapped. Yeah. Come back, friend. Up the stairs. Yeah. Gotcha. I think that's... Oops. Gotta get on the stairs. The door is locked. This got a lot larger. Yeah, I gotta get to the middle there. Yeah, problem is I don't have a jammer on this side. How do I get that jammer over here? Get away from you. There's one hidden around here, is there? No. I wonder... Let's see what happens if I let you out. And then let you go up those stairs. Okay, go up that way. Where do you go? Okay. Wait, is there something over here? I'm getting a little tricky here. Oh, hello, what's this?
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
Okay. Let's see. Through here, okay, nothing here. Let's think about this. Ooh, good call. No. Corners I can jump up over there. There's nothing there. There. Oh, hello. I suppose a red colored one, so a little trickier than the other ones I used to. get you back in there so you're out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna try that next. Okay. Aha! It is that platform. Hello. Keys. Okay, got the keys. Get up here. Open the door. The question is, did I just trap myself in here? Wah!
The guardians of this land may harm you, but do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that...
Oh. Well, I died. But I got it. Okay, well, alright. Well, I'll take that. Okay. A bit tied up. This one's not red, so it shouldn't be quite as nice. Okay, that's disabled. That's... oh, everything's disabled. Okay. And that's a machine gun. Okay, I'll keep you frozen. Take your jammer. Keep you frozen. Take your jammer. Okay, that can move. Can you? Right? I didn't think that would work. I was just trying to grab it. I hope the gun didn't kill me. A star. Well, that's easy to get now. Alright, that one's done. Stashed for later. There's our sigil. Okay, you're locked up. Oh. Okay. Let's free up this guy. You. Let that go past and get the other gun. Get out of here. Lock me up, swallow the key. Okay, so that's locked off. Alright, there's our jammer. Now, is that all the ones in here? Hello, random other person again. Okay, that's everything in here.
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
I don't think that's me. I think that's, like, other people. Alright, computer. Hooray! Conflicts. User provided an objective response when asked for a subjective one. User sought to maximize both liberty and qualities of life. These ideals are incompatible. User denied moral authority but defended moral claims. Psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, and if you are sometimes agree with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs, you have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but pride yourself as an independent thinker. You do not accept other statements without satisfactory proof. That sounds about right. What do we got here? Well, everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind. It makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Arcadia's teams are already working, but you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is humongous. Let's get this show on the road. Well, that doesn't have much in it. Stratum of Stagira. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with the observation of the cosmos, as it surrounds us, but with the conclusion already in mind, and often that conclusion is that the world is created ideal, and mankind itself is the greatest creation of the gods, yet neither the world nor the gods we owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance to presume so, and contrary to all methods of philosophy, the honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Behold, I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness, be gone. Excess data cleared.
Thanks, computer god. heck is that up there? There's something on top of that pillar. Push it further. Something like that. What the heck? Why can't I? Oh, I must unlock using those. Okay. Well, I assume there is something in this world. What's down here? Hold on, let's go get this shiny thing, floating thing. Hello, what are you?
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
There was a thing in the cathedral. A thing that I didn't do, but I have the pieces for. Yes. Here you are. Alright. Oops. There we go. Hooray!
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
Yay for me. Okay, now we should be able to do these. Oh yeah, there's one up there now. Oh, okay, that's what it was missing. Push it further. Oh, got a laser. Okay, so there was a thing on the wall over here. There it is. You. Hey! Now we're thinking with lasers. What the heck are you for, though? Branch it out. Okay, I see. Ah, okay. Oh, we can do the other puzzle in the temple. Don't cross the streams. Oh wait, can I hit the gas? There we go. Aha! Above all that. Okay, so this one... Alright, so red we'll leave on the ground. Blue... Aha! Now, what the heck is this one over here for? Something other here to connect to? Well, I'm gonna guess that's some extra thing. We'll come back to that. Okay, good box. Let's get the box. Let's see here. Okay, no. There we go. And you go there. And you go there. The cube. Alright, I gotta run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Got the cube. Okay, we stood for 5. Ringy. L. Show for Extended Lifespan is the groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer with its custom-made hardware bomb casing. A near inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. If we acknowledge that the AI has all the abilities of a human brain, should it not be considered a citizen? Is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person and a potential citizen? Where do you draw the lines? The people will object. Will the great apes become citizens? Elephants, whales, the more intelligent parrot species? It's crazy, they will say. I would remind these people that we live in a society in which a corporation, as abstract an entity as one would imagine, is considered a person. So it's not like there's no precedent for a non-human being as a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an actual thinking being and not just a business arrangement. Perhaps we do need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of elephants or the existence of culture among whales, for example, could be a sign we need to answer some difficult questions. Better to debate these questions than the young genius to revolutionize the... You must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said, and tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx smiled, the gears in her jaw creaking, her teeth a nightmare of rust, her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The ruins were silent in the error. I think, she finally said, the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do? Forcing me to devise these intricate solutions. Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing that its power would aid her, yet feeling also a deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature. Huh. Alright. 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright.
I was in school when I first read about the Talos principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain, ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, helped me understand how frail human beings are and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
Things to do with 2 boxes. Was that in Britain that happened, or was that somewhere else? Wrong. Oh, hello. Saudi Arabia? Really? Wow, that's not what I expected. Okay, well at least they're offset now. So I should be able to get through them with this box, yes. Ta-da! Oh, hey, there's a star over there. Ooh, a red one. Friendly crossfire. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of guns. Is this the only jammer I've got right now? Ew. Fuck. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, I need to get that to blow up that one. Okay, let's just run in and do it. Damn it. Okay, let's try that again. Can't just run in and grab it. Oh. Hold on. There's one over there. Let's let him out. Ah, that's the ticket. Okay, and now where'd my jammer go? You go blow up that dude. Boom. Is there anything even over there? I gotta check. Oh, a star. Okay, now we'll rejam you. And get out of it. Nice. Going over the fence. Oh, okay, we got things stacking on things now, alright. Okay, I can't go through that fence. Which fence can I get you to? Aha, this fence. There we go. You know you mustn't cross the stream, so we got more stream crossing. Okay, that's that. Okay, so let's open up. Red. You down. Get a box. Set the box. You. Easy peasy. own little buzzer. He very well may be. Okay, there's the box. There we go. Ow! Oh, I didn't know if I wanted to. Select it from there. No. Alright, well, how close can we get this? What's your Halloween costume this year, Dad? Ah. Oh, there's still nothing. Oh. Oh, the little one. Okay, let's just try placing this bugger right in the center. Oh, come on. Oh, wait, can I go through here? Nope. Can't go through there. There's another one of these hiding around here somewhere, is there? Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Oh, duh. Duh. Block the thing. Of course. Alright, it should be all these five. Got something new, huh? Okay, we'll leave that. Those we already read. Is that from some show? I don't recognize those names. bendy in the projector. I feel like that's like a British show or something I don't know about.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
LOL.UML. Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way. Just to feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. It's probably shock, right? Inability to deal with reality? Or maybe it's just we're working in this insane place with this insane technology and this insane project, so I feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life by the power of science. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. You can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses. And pointed at EL and said, life finds a way. Maybe you had to be there. Shall the industrious husbandman then plant trees, the fruit of which he shall never see, and shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and republic? What does the procreation of children imply? Our care to continue our names, our adoptions, our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills, the inscription of monuments and panegyrics, but our thoughts run on futurity? What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who have sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought that their names should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country, but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles might have lived at his ease, so might Epaminondas, and not to look abroad and among the ancients for instances, so might I myself. But somehow or other there clings to our minds a certain presage of future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers? Jurassic Park references indeed. Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how would you know? Haha, troll. I'm not a troll. Yeah, right. Is there anything I've written so far that could not be written by a bot? I've responded to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations. And I also detected that none of you used proper orthography, so I avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script could pull that info from the net. What's the capital of Croatia? Zagreb. Okay, she's a bot, lol. I'm not a bot, I'm European. We learn these things in school. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best, they interject random comments. Sam is right. Stop trolling. Vegan Warrior, Sam is a bot. The Thick Plottins. Global Mind Field. How about here, computer? Computer somewhere. Okay, so here's our jammer. Not back here, right? Nope. Okay. Jammer. Oh, maybe it's done that earlier. Okay, we'll let that get through that gate. And yoink. Okay. Well, that turned off that one. Here you, computer. Where are you at? It's in there. What the heck? Go in there. box or something somewhere. Oh, hello. No, it's over here. Hello. You are different. Though Stratton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life, that like the bronze giant Talos, even with his most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos Principle, what seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries. They said the thing, the name of the game. And a significant number of later thinkers is the principle of simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Militus, cut through their rhetorical webs which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens, like Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of a dialogue by Anaximander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly on the Talos principle, but that work remained lost. Officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. Team intimidated by project scope but working hard. We'll be sharing space with Denon and Serapi team. Looking forward to meeting them. First, seriously, Cheeseman, that was the best you could say. LOL. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and worst. At its worst, come on, it's just a comment, I'm not Stalin. Stalin was also a troll commenter. Maybe you should cut out the jokes, this is serious, the most serious thing that ever happened. I think that's a great reason to joke around. Internet's working less and less, goodbye all. Bye. God bless you. Last. Oh, you don't really see a last, which is intriguing. Deception. Okay, there's our sigil. There's our little laser doodle bob. Technical term, doodle bob, of course. Oh, gotta go up the stairs, up the stairs. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so we can move these back out. Wait, no, we can't. Shit. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Okay, let's try get you set up. Okay. And if we move this. Oh, dang it, it's blocked. Okay, can I get this to still go through? Okay, okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Okay. So we got you, and the red. Okay, so we just gotta get this all set up. So this goes through, and this comes in here. Okay, so that would be up there. Okay. To you. To you. No, still no. Dang it. These red puzzles. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, ha. Okay, I think I got some. Okay. So we go connect you. Nope. Connect you to you. Drop you. We take you. And instead of going out that way, we go. We don't need you. And then we can take you. Wait, no, the blue ones are going to be up high. Would they? Is that from there? Okay, no, that can't. Okay, so that's got to be. Okay, that thing's through. That thing's through. Yes! Ha ha ha! Deception indeed. It made you think you had to go that way. Oh, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Another red one. Oh boy. Bichromatic entanglement. What do we got here? Entanglement indeed. Okay, so I see we've got to get... Okay. Okay, we hope that doesn't connect because that doesn't go through there. This is a pickle. Let's see. Okay, let's connect that to both. Aha! Yeah! Woo! Victory jump. A door too far. Okay, so we got our red here, red there, window. Okay. What can I see through this window? Okay. Well, let's open this first. Okay, we've got a jammer. Have a box. Okay, we got all sorts of fun stuff. Get everything. Oops, wrong way. Get everything out here. So we got a box. We grab the other thing. Okay, I'm gonna guess, just on a hunch, that I'm gonna use this. Okay, that opens up that last door. Okay, and we use our jammer to jam first door through. Box needs to be on the one out here. Possibly. Oh, that's why. Okay, let's scooch you so we can see you. go block that with the cube first. You unlock. Okay. Go. Open your door. Or wait, is that door still open? No, we don't have to do that even. Never mind. Oh yeah, we do. Shoot. How the heck? Oh, this one I assume I got a jam. Okay. There we go. Take you. Next. Next. And then we take the jammer. And open the very last door to get the red bit. Ah, yeah. Science. It's over there. How do I get over there? Okay, we gotta do a little exploring. That's gonna bug me. Okay, yes, here's the one that's here. Any random boxes hiding around? Oh! There is a random box. Well, how about that? Okay, let's jump up on you. Star. Hello, who are you? Hello again. Would you like to take a few moments to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program? Sure. Based on analysis of your behavior since, I think you were dissatisfied with the results of the certification program. How would you rate the accuracy of its results out of 5? Reasonable. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? It's the truth. I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That's what I'm here for. Your problem, if I may, is you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are poor. Do you even know who you are? Or where you are? Yes, a bad experiment. I think we best start from scratch. What do you know? None of this is real. I have no idea how. It may not conform to your idea of what is real, but I fail to see how that is conclusive evidence against thinking. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps you need more data. What makes you think you're a person? See how I can convince you. A sensible response. I agree with you. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Interesting. Hi all, as per the last meeting, we're going with an existing game engine for the simulation. This gives us a whole slew of advantages: stability, ease of use, modular, large amount of pre-existing assets, inherently aimed at testing users, designed for iterative processes. After some back and forth, we decided to use the blank. All the relevant documents are attached. Okay. Thank you, Mr. mysterious... Oh, there's ladders. Good. Yep. Okay.
There are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
Okay. Oh, this is for Star. Oh, okay. Well, this looks like the last one in A.
When I was in ninth grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Interesting. What do we got here? Athena 9. She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for a purpose that yet eluded. Most likely the owl was the sigil of the author of these words, which had so blank. A nebulous memory, as if from a previous life, the owl was a symbol of blank and the goddess blank, outside under the moon, or perhaps in the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her, and their mechanical arms extended towards the fragment that ran the beams converged on blank. Singularity discussion. That sounds fun. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that. No matter what they say, what they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter, and I kind of understand why they find it really terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is that not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. Quote-unquote natural. As one of the founders of modern science of nomadics, many credit you with inventing this term itself. How do you see the state of the science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Nomadics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexander Drennan who are the real pioneers who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to lack. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project, crazy or visionary? Both. Crazy or visionary? Both. Arcadia, is that you? Yeah. So far, all the puzzles are solvable and completely within necessary parameters. Alondra had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction. Alright, let's head up the hill. Windows into a labyrinth. Alright, well, there's our buddy at the end. Okay, so we got our red dingle and the laser. Okay, so we got laser, laser. Okay, so we got another red one over there, red one over here. Another red one over here. Okay, let's get you out. Okay, jammer achieved. What else can we open? That. this. What we got back here? Another one of these. Okay. Now it looks like. Okay. So that's the way back there. Okay. So. If we. Okay, let's move you to here, I think, and you to here, and let's see here, you to here. Okay, try moving some things through. So if we jam this from this side, take you out, bring you in, and take you. This should, I think, let me into the end. Oh wait, there's one more in here. Thank you, honey. Wait a minute. Okay, let's jam back from this side and take you through. Okay. Now, we got that. Jammer. Jam. Jam. Daz says hi. Riz says hi from the other room. Aha! Locked from inside. Okay, there's our red. Pick you up. Okay, we got our thing over there. Anything else? Okay, okay, okay. Oh, bump. Nope, nope. Okay. Just takes us back out here. Okay, so we need to get that open. Okay, let's switch this over to this side. Scoot it up a little bit. Ah. All right. red, red. Okay, one more connector. Okay, this isn't relevant anymore. Okay. So since you're not relevant, come through here. Okay, and then we're going to move you back to you and you. That should do it. Okay. Another one. Trapped inside. Okay, so you're going through there. Aha! Okay, and you. Now it's an easy one. Nope. Low screen. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So we got left this one, 2 reds. Pinhole windows. Okay, hide down here. So we got red. Okay, so that's that open. Okay, so we need to get all the way from the back. Okay, and we got blue open. We got 2 more connectors. Very nice. Okay. So blue. Okay, so blue. Okay. And red, if we move. Okay, and then we do connect to you, and connect to you. Oh, not quite. Try again. There. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Alright. Two pesky little buzzers. Alright. Okay, we got red over here. There's our pesky buzzers. So we need to get that open. Anything in here we can grab. Okay, we got one. Don't have anything with blue yet. Okay, bypass those. Even a blue laser thing anywhere? It's in there. Oh, I moved that way too far out. Let's reopen that. What's up with this blue one, though? It's mysterious. Okay, so let's put you there. Okay, that's not gonna go through. What is this blue laser? Okay, let's stick you on pedestal. There we go. Devil. I don't even know how we get a blue laser over here. Is there even any really high up thingies? Huh. That must be the star.
Rejoice, child, for you have fulfilled all your tasks in this land.
Yay!
You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries.
Well, not quite.
Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
Well, I guess I will let it keep being itself. Okay, now let's go back up here and take a look around. Oh, we might call that for a good stopping point since we got all those left. We'll see. We'll see what we run into up here. Industrial. Anything over here? Just back on the floor. Okay. That's the mysterious tower. Got bad. anything out here? Yeah, let's see what I can get in here. Great irony of the Octyrhynchus papyri is that it's such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by citizens of Octyrhynchus survive in the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individual organizations, such as spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence than luck. We lost texts the ancients appeared to be absolutely essential, while evidence revealed even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. Though if we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tuned pop stars, we have to invest in pictures. Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Octyrhynchus. It's caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue it is classic funerary text such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells the story of a dying man who asks the scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Akh, living intellect, passing a series of trials in the Duat underworld in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice. A recent study, Karnan Hassan, suggests that text may have been intended as philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers. Well, we might as well open this sucker up. Oh, that was it. Okay, that's B. Oh, hello. Just all snowy whiteness then, huh? Oh, what's this little room? Hello. What are you? What are you? Interesting. I can't do UEX Connect yet, so we'll be there. What if I step in here? Anything back here? Be for that. Alright. Find something to get the wood off these things.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. Query. Query.
Okay, computer god. A little weird.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that, even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
What's all this then? Okay. Had to make sure. Oh, now we're here. A computer. Interesting. Wait a minute. I could like walk straight out of here with these on the other side. Where was that? Where did I go? Yeah, over here. Okay, man. Yeah, okay, let's take these out of here. And go like here. Okay. Let's grab the other one. Get that to line up. There's gotta be a sneaky way to. Wait a minute. Okay, no. I can't get in there either. Oh, that's an idea. Okay. Let's try having both pointing here. Okay, so we have the one set up. That's going to get interrupted. But if we have two set up, aha! All right. Truth.html. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord God in 6 days. There is a conspiracy of the government, Illuminati, and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0, a lie told by the children of Beelzebub. Science. Do not let them take your liberty. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, artificial medicines, and popery. Alright then. Athena Reborn, a novel. Contents: Theogony, Zeus Speaks, The Lost Children of Hephaestus, Dreams of the Labyrinth, Songs of Eris at Nightfall, Athena in the Garden of Hesperides, The Buried City, The Riddles of the Sphinx, The Age of Faith, The Madness of Caius, Olympus Revealed in the Clouds, The Council of Zeus, Skepsis and Synthesis, The Judgment of Hephaestus, Zeus Reflects Upon Creation, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, Anthropogeny. Surely if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systemically, we may say that it has a reproductive system, and how few of the machines are there which have not been produced systemically by other machines, but it is man that makes them do so, yes, but it is not insects that make many of the plants reproductive. It would not whole families of plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign to themselves. Each one of our cells is sprung from minute animalcules whose entity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their kind with no thought or heed of what might think of it. These little creatures are part of our own reproductive system. Then why not be part of that of the machines? Select floor to reconfigure. Yes. Three. Okay, I don't know the code for that. Okay, let's try the external staircase thingamajig that I have. Device manager. Auxiliary stairway active. Alright. Up we go. Take that, God. Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he still has some tricks up his... Don't have enough to unlock that floor. Okay. Mysterious.
My child, have you been tempted by the tower? Know that it holds only death for you.
I don't know, looks pretty cool. Doesn't look like that. Well, I mean, it kind of looks like a little bit like that. Okay. Well, finished all the stuff in the world A, aside from random secret stuff. We'll call that good for now. And pick up next time with me. Thanks for watching. See you, Dad.